अस्सलाम वालेकुम वरहमतुल्लाह। तो बेटा आज हम लाइकेंस के बारे में डिस्कस करेंगे और इससे पहले कि हम लाइकेंस के बारे में डिस्कस करेंगे हमें ये पता होना चाहिए कि ये जो एल्गे होते हैं दीज आर एबल टू मैन्युफैक्चर देयर ओन फूड बाय फोटोसिंथेसिस एंड जो फंजे होते हैं दे लैक क्लोरोफिल एंड दैट इज़ व्हाई दे आर अनएबल टू परफॉर्म फोटोसिंथेसिस। और जब इन दोनों की एसोसिएशन होती है दैट इज द एसोसिएशन बिटवीन एल्गी एंड फंजाई एंड इन दिस एसोसिएशन द एल्गल पार्टनर इज कॉल्ड फाइकोबायोन एंड द फंगल पार्टनर इज कॉल्ड माइकोबायोन. So we have phycobiont and mycobiont. So a lichen is an association between phycobiont and mycobiont. These lichens are also called as phycomycomycetes, and the term lichen was given by Theophrastus, and the study of lichens is lichenology. So this is the study of lichens, and this term was given by Theophrastus. और हम देखते हैं डी बैरी कॉल्ड इट एज ए सिम्बायोटिक टाइप ऑफ रिलेशन एज बोथ द पार्टनर्स गेट बेनिफिटेड. तो डी बैरी ने इनको एक कहा कि सिम्बायोसिस होती है जिसमें दोनों का फ़ायदा होता है, दैट इज़ प्लस प्लस ओब्लिगेटरी. एंड एमेदी जॉन कॉल्ड इट एज हेलोटिज्म. हेलोटिज्म इज जस्ट लाइक master slave relation, जिसमें जो फंगल पार्टनर होता है दैट एक्ट्स एज मास्टर एंड जो अल्गल पार्टनर होता है दैट एक्ट्स एज स्लेव. और इसमें जो अल्गल पार्टनर होता है दैट इज ब्लू ग्रीन एल्गी एंड इट परफॉर्म्स द फंक्शन ऑफ फोटोसिंथेसिस एंड नाइट्रोजन फिक्सेशन. और जो फंगल पार्टनर होता है इट्स फंक्शन इज एब्जॉर्प्शन ऑफ वाटर एंड मिनरल्स. सो बोथ गेट बेनिफिट एंड बोथ आर बेनिफिटेड. सो डी बैरी कॉल्ड इट एज symbiosis, and symbiosis is a process in which both the partners are benefited. And now habitat. ये lichens जो होते हैं they are terrestrial. They are also seen in moist, warm and humus rich conditions, and they are attached with right here they are attached with rocks. They are attached with rocks, leaves and bark etc. तो ये हर जगह पाए जाते हैं. They are seen everywhere except in SO2 polluted areas. They are present everywhere except SO2 polluted areas. तो जहाँ SO2 pollution होता है वहाँ ये नहीं होते हैं. They are not present there, so they also act as bio indicators of pollution. So they are bio indicators of SO2 pollution. And these lichens are green in color because of the presence of chlorophyll. And later on magnesium of chlorophyll reacts with H2SO4 and forms phyophyte that is yellow in color, and later on that is yellow in color, and later on we see that there is conversion of chlorophyll into phyophyte. So later on their color is yellow. We have lichens which grow at different places. Number first, we have terricolous lichens. These are the lichens which grow on soil, and we have lignicolous lichens. These lichens are found on wood. They grow on wood. And we have corticolous lichens. These are the lichens which grow on stem. These grow on stem, bark of stem, and such type of lichens are called corticolous lichens. Similarly, we have saxicolous lichens, and these are the lichens which grow on sand. So we have different types of lichens: terricolous, lignicolous, corticolous lichens, and saxicolous lichens. And now we have types of lichens on the basis of their shape. Number first, we have crustose lichens, and in crustose lichens we see that there is a single unit body attached to the substratum at multiple points. We have here single unit body. We have here single unit body which is attached at multiple points to the substratum. Attached at multiple points with substratum, or with the help of root-like structures, and these root-like structures are called tomentum. So these are root-like structures, tomentum, and with the help of these tomentum they are attached with the substrate at multiple points. So these are crustose lichens. And number second is foliose lichens. We have example Palmilla, and these lichens are leaf-like. They have leaf-like body, so their body is leaf-like body structure, and they are attached with the substratum at 2 or 3 points only. 2 or 3 points only. With the help of these root-like structures, these are also root-like structures, and these are called rhizines here. And lichens with rhizines are called rhizinate. We have lichens which have these rhizines are called rhizinate, and we have lichens which lack these rhizines, and these are called as irrizinate. तो जिन लाइकेंस में ये राइजिन्स होते हैं उनको हम राइजिनेट कहते हैं, और जिन लाइकेंस में ये नहीं होते हैं उनको हम इराइजिनेट कहते हैं. सो फोलियोस लाइकेंस जो होते हैं, these have leaf like body structure which is attached with the substratum at 2 or 3 points only. And number third, we have fruticose lichens, and here in fruticose lichens we have multi-branched body structure. Here we have multi-branched structure which is attached at one point only with the help of attachment disc. यहाँ अटैचमेंट डिस्क होती है और यहीं पे ये सबस्ट्रेटम के साथ अटैच होता है. We have example of this Usnea, and this is fruticose lichens. And now we have reproduction in lichens. बेटा यहाँ जो वेजिटेटिव रिप्रोडक्शन होती है इट इज़ बाय फ्रैगमेंटेशन, बाय इंसिडिया एंड बाय सोरिडिया. As far as fragmentation is concerned, as you know, here small fragments are formed by mechanical injury, and soaridia are outgrowths on the body of lichens, which later on get detached and form new lichens. Then we have asexual reproduction. It is by pycnidiospores, which are formed in a floss-shaped structure. एक floss-shaped structure होता है जिसके ऊपर एक opening होती है. That opening is called ostiole, through which spores are released. And this is in asexual reproduction. Here in sexual reproduction, you have to remember that जो फंगल पार्टनर होता है ये डोमिनेंस दिखाता है as this sexual reproduction takes place in fungal partner only. This is by gamete formation, and these gametes are formed in gametangia. Gametangia are structures in which gametes are formed. So gamete forming structures are gametangia. We have male gametangia, that is spermogonium, and female that is called carpogonium. These gametes fuse and form zygote, and then new fungi are formed, which later on form associations with algae to form lichens. So this is the sexual reproduction in lichens. Now we have economic importance of lichens. As you know, these are early colonizers, and these grow on bare, dry and naked rocks, and after some time they are replaced by some new vegetation. So they are very important as far as ecological viewpoint is concerned. Number second is that some of their lichens are used as food, such as Cladonia and Soteria. And number third is that they are also a source of dyes. Lichens such as Rochilla and Usnea produce oricin and cadmium. इसी तरह से एक एंटीबायोटिक है दैट इज उसनिक एसिड, विच इज़ वेरी इफेक्टिव अगेंस्ट ग्राम पॉजिटिव बैक्टीरिया. एंड ट्रीटमेंट ऑफ rabies is carried out by dog lichens. And we have also lung moss, which is used as a treatment for respiratory problems. और इसके साथ साथ हम देखते हैं इनके कुछ हार्मफुल इफेक्ट्स भी हैं. जो उसनिया होता है इसका जो इग्निशन टेम्परेचर होता है दैट इज़ वेरी लो, एंड दिस लाइकन ग्रोज ऑन द बार्क ऑफ ट्रीज. और समर मंथ्स जब आते हैं तो इट रिजल्ट्स इन फॉरेस्ट फायर्स. दैट इज ऑटोमेटिकली इट कॉजेज डिफॉरेस्टेशन एज वेल एज पोल्यूशन. और नंबर सेकंड वी हैव वुल्फ मॉस which produces wulfenic acid, that is a chemical and it is very toxic, which is used to kill wolves. So this was all about lichens. Thank you.